Okay, we're picking up here where we left off in the previous video. We have now completed all chapter 1, how to cure the plague. So now we can jump straight in to chapter 2. It's going to be the same thing as usual here. We're going to have a new city, Port Llast, which we can run around. Probably pick up quite a lot of equipment before we actually jump straight into doing a quest. If there's just someone saying how much they'd like to meet you, you don't see them again. They have no fault bearing whatsoever on the plot. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing there in the first place. Yeah.
Please listen. I have some very important information for you.
Let's go and pick up some plot.
It is good to see you here in Port Llast, my friend. If we are to have any luck in tracking down this strange cult behind the plague, it will be with your aid, I am sure. You know, we...
Right, we'll just jump through this very quickly.
Regardless, we will do all that we can to help Aaron. If we are fortunate, you will perhaps... Any information you discover should be brought to Aaron and myself. Once we know more about the cult, certainly. Would you know? I am a paladin of Tyr. Sworn. I have... Perhaps I am... Yes, the safety of never... Go with...
Right, so skip through all the nonsense. We now know that Desta is leading a cult, and they started the plague. Now we've got to find the information to get them, so there's lots of different areas we can explore to pick up information to find the cult. And interestingly enough, Arabeth is having a lot of second thoughts about things, but you can talk to her throughout the course of this chapter and put her mind at more ease. Welcome to Aaron again.
Friend, you were instrumental in ridding Never. You have, but that is my place. If only I, instead of Arabeth has informed you of unearthing, it is vital. I do know. If not, I suggest, however, the caves in recent. This lead. Have you a question for me then, my friend? May the luck.
Okay, so he's Neverwinter's chief spy. He's found a place you can start looking. Just pick up a quest from this chap down here.
I suppose you're here to sign up, are you? I've no time for a new apprentice, however, so off you go.
Okay, there's a quest for you. Some people have escaped from prison. You've got to hunt them down, chop off their ears once they're dead, and bring them back. Now, you will notice here, of course, we've got all our various henchmen, our ones back again with us. I'm going to personally take along our healer.
I had hoped that you would show up here, my friend. dear. What can I do? Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
Filling in a substitute for Charity Carpenter still. Whereas armor is good at healing and hits things with a great big mace. Okay, he wants us to go find his mother. And since we're in a new area right now, it seems like an appropriate time to review my spell list. It's going to be a while before we get to level up, so I've got to make the most of what I've got. It's always worth keeping some of these spells around, because they will protect your henchmen, but fairly soon, in relative terms, we'll be picking up any golden circlet, which will protect me from any mind affecting spells anyway, which is really why I want to keep this up. And I think I'll be throwing in a couple more stinking clouds, since they've been working quite nicely for me. I think that will do for the moment. Just update my bars. Still got 5 charges left of that sinking cloud, but I'll be using them up fairly quickly, I think. That does give me +1 to attack, but I'm not really bothered about the spell, because I'd rather sell it for the gold. So from here, it's just time to do some exploring. I'm going to do rest first, just so I can bring up my little pixie again. because you can be fairly certain that most of the things from now on are going to be locked. Just like that. Now in a new chapter, I should get new quests from all my henchmen. When I complete those, they will upgrade the items they're given to me. Lots more missiles. But you're only casting at level 3, and I can do far better than that. So I'll probably just be selling those. Go this chap down here. He's your rogue vendor. So we can get rid of these for a start. I doubt it'll have much else of any interest to us though. Of course, now we're moving through the game. Items are going to start getting more expensive. So I'll take as much gold as I can get at this point. It's worth hanging on to some reagents like these because you'll need them to be able to talk to the mage vendor. Since I'm not going to be doing most of my business with them, I want to make sure that I've got reagents to spare.
Call it out when the decks are clear, boys.
Okay. That's that done. See what anything in here. That's what he's got to say. As it happens, there's a couple of people in here who are having an argument. And you can try and persuade them to see reason.
I greet you.
Hello.
I greet you.
Okay. Okay. Bribing the guy to take the right shipment was all I could do, but I persuaded the other fellow to pay me exactly the same amount of money it cost me in the first place, so I picked up those XP points for pretty much no investment whatsoever. And off we go again. Plenty of more boxes to loot.
Working the rigging late, I'd say by looking.
Come on, Toots, do your job.
Working the rigging late, I'd say by looking.
Some of these buildings you can go in, some of them you can't. There's no way to go in there. Right, okay.
They said
Here's
it
a
was
nasty little
pretty
halfling.
right. But you're the hero of Neverwinter. That much is sure.
He'll pop up a few more times and be increasingly annoying every time he does so, until it's eventually revealed that he is part of the cult. That's his ring. She's given us. Going to be using that to follow us around. There's not a great deal you can do about that. There's quite a lot of quests to pick up over here. The first port of call is going to be the temple.
Hey, I'll take.
Right, so he's telling you that there's, unfortunately, some kids in the area who appear to have been turned into werewolves. And he would very much like us to turn them back. So you can see that a lot of the quests we're going to be picking up are multi-part quests. The temple has some useful items. But for the most part, I want to save money until I've seen the wizard bender. That, however, is well worth picking up later on when you've got a little more cash to spend. There's an awful lot of things that do poison disease, as well as level 3. But for now, we don't have to be carrying that.
Working the rigging late, I'd say by looking.
Next stop, the pub.
Worry, young Ander, this will work out yet. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me,
Okay,
Outlaw.
you've got a few people to talk to in here.
Hail to ye!
Okay, someone's been looking into the cult. He's got himself injured. Later on, once he found everything out, and take all the glory for himself.
Greetings to you.
Okay, I'll need to talk to him again.
Don't worry, young Ander, this will work out yet. Everything happens for a reason.
Hopefully, I'll
it does.
eventually
Thanks
pass
so
the
much for helping me,
test.
Outlaw.
There we go. Okay, he's after several gems that you'll find throughout chapter 2. Another multi-part quest.
How do you do? Have you had any...
And then you got these folks over here.
Al-Hilor, Port Llast's only anti-lycanthropic merchant, at your service. Come one, come all.
These people are involved in the werewolf quest, but you won't be able to do anything with them until you've actually found all the boys who've been infected and turned them back.
Don't worry, young Ander, this will work out yet. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Al-Hilor.
And this being a pub, of course, you want to take the opportunity to go upstairs and steal everybody's possessions. Because what else would you do in a pub? More fairy dust, reagents. You'll be picking up an awful lot of fairy dust throughout the course of this game. So you probably don't need to hang on to all of it.
This will work out, yes. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Al Hilor.
Okay. Then let's go to call up here. Another one of the ghost. We don't really need two of those. I'll be able to sell that. It's worth bringing up some of these spells so I can learn them for future levels.
Welcome to the show, as I like to say.
Okay, so this is the mage, and she's asking you to pick up a load of magic books that are lying around. I want to buy stuff from her, but she will only sell things to people who can provide her with a reagent. Fortunately, I've got a lot of fairy dust. Now, let's see what we've got here. Some fairly standard outfits. Gold circlet is something we definitely want to pick up as soon as we can afford it. Unfortunately, that's going to take a while. Lots of good spells to pick up as I go through the game. Fear is one of those spells that is highly annoying. It may keep people from hitting you, but they just run away and you have to chase after them. One of lightning may want to pick it up later on. And one of fire. It really would be a good idea for me to pick that up, since I'm supposed to be carrying around Harry's blasting rod and I haven't picked one up yet. Some of these rings would be quite helpful as well. So I think I'll help myself to a Wonder Fire. And I'll wait for a while before I grab anything else. Actually, I might as well just swap these over. And I carry on my way, it will pick up still. More reagents. The wizard also happens to have a workshop you can go and use. Each time you pick up one of the magic books, it'll give you a recipe, and you can go into the workshop and create various magic items by using those recipes. Some of them are very useful. You can create things like the Staff of Power, Rings of Elemental Resistance, Wands of Lightning, that kind of thing. So, as and when I pick up some of the various things that I need to make those, I'll be jumping into that workshop and I'll be helping myself to some goodies. A lot of those goodies, of course, are being made by, again, some of these. These are the magical reagents. So it's just worth checking.
Hello there to
See
you.
that you have the
My
right
name is Basil.
reagents to make the things you want to buy.
Someone interested in a dangerous mission.
Okay, he wants you to go up to the woods and find out what's going on up there because there's some strange things happening with the animals and the druids. Of course, he sells useful things. Bits of hardiness are always very well worth having. And I can't actually afford those now, so I think I'm going to take them straight off. So, yes, that's very handy. More health, more fortitude, and 2 more points of armor. Doesn't have a great deal else of interest. But there are some very nice things here if you happen to be playing a ranger or a druid. Not the usual array. Well, jewellery. This is cottage of the local wizard. We'll be popping in there shortly. That wizard happens to have one of the gems we're looking for. It's not in his cottage, it's actually in his workshop. We probably need to raid his cottage to get the access item we need to get into the workshop. Okay, in this place here, building we can actually go into. So we can pick up some things. Get more stinking cloud. It looks rather like the two-tube cargo, but that. So we'll just have to blow it down. Just like that. So this building up here has nothing of any great interest to us at the moment. But ultimately, this is where you will find the werewolf that's causing all the problems. Come on, Tooth, you're supposed to pick these rocks up and get rid of these traps. Right, next port of call is over here. This is the armorer. So, all the gear for your fighting types. There's actually two chaps here. Speak to each of them separately. This one has very standard gear. Oh, that might as well sell that. I've got plenty of stinking time at the moment. And because he sells things for warriors, there's not a huge amount of any interest to me here. This chap sells more exclusive items. Similarly, most of these won't be any use to me. But if you happen to play a fighter character, then it's well worth checking out. No quests in here. It's probably not much reason for me to go back there again. Still plenty of Port Llast left to cover. We go along the river. More garbage to root through, because that's how we roll. It's not a bad thing to find. Jumped into a load of garbage. Certainly spells like those are things that I shouldn't be using at all in this run through, because there's no way that Harry would actually cast a spell like that. Although it is perfectly feasible that he would know how to do it. He just chooses not to. Certainly he knows his necromancy enough to be able to summon and raise a zombie dinosaur. Okay, inside this farmhouse, we will find something of interest, but I'm going to just finish looking around the outside of the buildings first. It's a fairly standard array of pretty useless detritus that you'll find lying around still. But in due course, we will start to pick up better gear. There we go. And that should complete all of the things that we can do in Port Llast outside. Next thing is to have a look inside this farmhouse. They're not going to be at all happy about you being in here for some mysterious reason. And it would be a very good idea, before going any further, just to heal up and prepare for something unpleasant upstairs. To which end, it would be probably a very good idea to get all that dust up first. Alright then, let's see what lurks upstairs. Why, it looks like a werewolf. The werewolf is actually quite tough. There we go. Well, it looks like I was a little bit too, overpowering there. Didn't actually want to kill him. But I guess I just didn't know my own strength. These things happen. I could easily reload and go back. I'll try to deal with him without killing him, but that's probably going to be the only real option. I don't fancy letting everybody down by going around killing everybody left, right, and centre. That's not something that the character would reasonably do. Let's try that again without actually slaughtering the poor guy. After all, we have got the cure for being a werewolf. So out he comes. Stink him up a bit. Well, I've managed to kill him twice in a row. I guess I really just don't know my own strength. Perhaps this will be third time lucky. There we go, that does it. Looks like I'm simply by not actually casting any spells, I think I was able to keep him alive.
Hi there.
And there we go, I've actually managed to cure the poor fella. And while I'm in here, I might as well look at the bedroom. Where did you go to, Toot Toot? Where are you? Well, the pathing isn't brilliant, unfortunately, in this game. Looks like I'm just going to have to possess the familiar and do it myself. I'm not entirely sure what it is. The Toot's going around hitting things rather than trying to pick their locks. As he should be more than capable of managing those locks at the moment.
I greet you.
Well, they're a lot happier now that their son is no longer a werewolf.
Hello.
And I would imagine that he's quite pleased about it as well. So we'll just have a bit of a rest. And we can hop back to the temple. And let this guy know that we've found and helped one of the werewolf boys. And I will just see about selling anything I've picked up in the meantime. With that done, we can go and look at the other thing that's left to do here. Which is poking around inside the wizard's cottage. Which is not normally a very sensible thing to do. But I'm a wizard myself and I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever's inside. Alright. It all looks fairly mundane so far. But as we can see, he's got a lot of traps stuck on things. That's a pretty rubbish magic bag, so I don't think I'll be hanging on to that. We can be fairly certain that there's going to be something unpleasant lurking down here. So, just popping up my buffs. Alright, let's get down to business. And of course, yep, that's pretty unpleasant stuff. It's not even worth spending a spell to get rid of them, though. Yum, skeleton knuckles. Just what I always wanted. Let's press on. More skeletons. I seem to have a very aggressive pixie. If that works, he's pretty feisty in the books after all. More skeleton knuckles. Again, these are reagents. Where next? Well, there's only one way we can go. And this time we've got to deal with bugbears. Well, that was fairly comprehensively dealing with them. Up the door and find it's full of unpleasant things. What a shame. Just drop some ice on them. I think that solved the problem fairly comprehensively. And it had the added bonus that anything that was locked is now definitely unlocked because it's been blown up into tiny, tiny pieces. More goblins. Oh, the goblins have killed Toot. That's not fair. I think I'll have to do something about that. Welcome back, Toot. I seem to recall there's something rather unpleasant around here. Yes, we've got ourselves a golem. They don't like fire. So it's probably just as well that I picked up the fireball wand. Oh, he does punch very hard. I think he's killed my henchman, poor little thing. He's taking quite a few fireballs to get rid of them. There we go. 378 experience. And one ever so slightly splatted healer. I'll pick them up again shortly. In the meantime, I'll deal with this. I suspect that's going to go very badly. Indeed, it did go very badly. This is why you need to be more careful running around inside a wizard's house. And I have been level drained. Something nobody wants. Seems worth hanging on to all of this restoration. And using the right spell also helps. Alright, before I go any further, I better heal myself up. I'll just buff myself back up again. Let's see what lies up here. It's more methods. Well, we have to do the methods. Just like that. Now, we need to put things into the brazier to open up the portal, which will take us to the room containing the item we need to get to the laboratory and get that gem. There we go, one portal. Here we are. Another crossbow. Another ruby crossbow. Well, we don't want that. We've already sold one of those. That's the boardstone. That's what we've been looking for all this time. More elemental resistance items. And that's completed everything inside the wizard's cottage, so we might as well just hop all the way back over here.
I can still feel my...
They're still alive, hooray!
Hey, I'll take.
What's inside here? So all this nonsense. Now, we probably will be able to pick up some more of these skeletons knuckles later on. But I do want to hang on to a couple of them just in case we don't. As skeleton knuckles are one of the reagents I will absolutely be requiring to make some of the magic items later. So let's not get rid of them. We're in sight of the fire door. I'm doing all right for the door, so that's not a problem. Let's just go and have a word with the shady chap over here. Divest ourselves of some of our unwanted items. More specifically, let's go into that trap. I don't think I want any more fairy dust. Okay, with that done. Okay, there we go. Let's just save the game now. And that completes everything that we can do in Port Llast at this point. Next time we'll be going here, we'll be heading north. Go and investigate the Green Griffin Inn. We'll go and look out inside a really unpleasant tomb. And we'll get attacked by rather a lot of spiders. I hope you come and join for the next attempt. And please do subscribe and follow if you enjoy the feed. Thank you very much.